Is this recording? Okay, yes it is. Okay, so you see the title right there. Okay, I'm sitting kind of, okay, anyway. A lot of people might see the title and be like, come on now, a video? That's the least you could do. You got a lot of work to do, you know. And my voice, by the way, is, I'm not making the tone of voice for emotional purposes. I'm really just a little, I've lost my voice a little bit. But anyways, my advice to you is, doesn't matter how angry you are at your friends. It's not like they slept with your girlfriend. You know, don't cut them out from your life. If you're gonna quit talking to them for a while, be careful. And you know that they could move out, move to other states, move very far away. Social media, you know, they could delete you. They could, you know. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm making a video. I really felt like, I mean, I tell everybody that I know, like, wow, I totally regret how I acted in the end of both of those friendships. One we'll call the younger guy, and one we'll call the older guy. One was older than I, a year older, and the other one was 2 years younger. And I want to be very careful not to reveal who they are, because, you know, this video is very personal. And this things that I've told my, you know, the closest people to me, and they're like, oh yeah, you could have kept those friends. So anyway, we recorded. I mean, we first started. The younger guy took an interest in the fact that I was very much interested in design, and I designed my own video game, you know, like Mario, using the paint thing on the computer. So that's how it started. You know, he his house, he did not have a computer. He was my neighbor. We live in an apartment complex, so he lives a couple of apartments away. Our moms talked to each other, and you know, we had a swimming pool there, so they would always talk, and we would always talk. Then he started out being friends with my brother, and then they had to convince both of us, because at first we didn't want to be friends. You know, it's it was funny. It's like we were kids, so, you know, they weren't very sophisticated. We were like, okay, so what's your favorite drink? Oh, his too. So we're trying to find every single way. I still remember that night, like it was yesterday. I still remember that we're trying so hard to find what we had in common. And they were very, you know, those things that don't, you know, they don't tell you how you are as a person, you know. But we were kids. So at the time I was like 11 or 12. I'm not sure if I had turned 12 yet. But anyway, and then at the same time, when I was 11, I actually met the older guy, and I liked him a lot, and I have never spoken bad about him. I never complained about him. I always found him, you know, I always wanted to emulate him. I wanted to be like him. And I wanted to talk like him. See, right now I'm talking. This is kind of how, you know, kind of talk like this a little bit. So my brother even got mad. It's like, you're his bitch. Why? Quit copying him. Be yourself. You know, this whole, like, no, I'll choose my own heroes. Thank you very much, like George Carlin said. You know. And by the way, the older guy, this guy, liked George Carlin too. But anyway, he knew the difference between him and the younger guy is that the younger guy wasn't very smart. I mean, he was fun. He was fun. The older guy was very intelligent, and I like that better than just fun. And because with the guy who was older than I, we would stay up all night talking, and we got each other. You know, we understood, like, oh, wow. Well, we had this perfect chemistry, and he was very sophisticated. He could talk to you about social topics. You know, I mean, we were kids. We weren't deep into the politics, and he challenged my ideas, you know, often. And he knew about music. He knew how to play many instruments. I was about to name him, but that would give away his identity. Um, so we bonded over that, and his dad had the same musical taste as I did. I mean, he had when we first met, I was like, whoa, I like all those artists too. So and his mom, she pretty much. I mean, I don't know. She liked movies, but they were all very, when I went to their house, they treated me like I was their other son because he wasn't. Well, no, he had a brother. So, and and the younger guy, he was just fun. That's been my complaint a lot of the time. That you could never have an intelligent conversation with the guy. I mean, we had some a couple of years before so we were like, I was like 20 and he was 18, obviously, and that's when it started. And it was just a little smart, and my brother had to be in the room, so the three of us could. And guess who was smarter? My brother. Anyway, I got mad. Okay, let's start now with the problem. Okay, one, the older guy, he got his own group of friends from school, I guess. And I did not like his friends. They were all party people, not necessarily party people, but they were like, they lived the lifestyles that I did not want to have anything to do with. I found that out through social media, because he had moved out, and I used to visit him, but it was so far away that I guess at some point I was like, gotta worry about. I started working since I was 18, and I had to worry about college. So as much as I miss him, and by the way, all these people are alive, and I don't have him on social media, I don't have him on anything. I don't have their number. I have no way to get in touch with them, and I will feel like a jerk if I asked, hey, give me their number, and I'll call them. They'll be like, after this long, I guess. I'm not sure. So that was the main reason. I mean, I still found him to be a smart guy, and he had never, the older guy, right? The older guy had never done anything bad to me ever, and he was mean to other people, but not me. At first, yes, he teased me a lot. He was very inconsiderate, and he kind of got off on the fact, I guess, that I looked up to him. He was like, "Come on, you're not my wife. Quit following me around." He kind of liked it. Then he matured, and I think the girl. Anyway, yeah. So then we always just got along, and he listened to my problems. The older guy listened to my problems. Always had something to say. That was the difference between him and the younger guy. He was like, "I don't know what to tell you, man. Good luck. Now let's work out." Yeah. The other guy, the both of them worked out. So I could have, anyway. Now the biggest problem was with the younger guy. I'm 2 years younger. He flat out told me, he's like, "Yeah, I was looking for a replacement for you." When we were apologizing to each other. And I think he told me he could never find it. He couldn't find it, and that's why he, wanted to talk to me again. So he hung out with a bunch of people who were now I've met them. I had no interest in partying that hard, and okay, he lost his childish sense of humor. He was always like, "Come on, it'd be cool." I don't want you, and this is true. He's like, I don't invite you to my social gatherings because I'm afraid you're gonna embarrass me because you're gonna make jokes. Now, he had no idea what I was like socializing with new people. I was deeply offended, and that's when that line was the one that told me, okay, it's true. You think you're too cool for me. That's what I was thinking. I never told him that. Also, I was known as the guy who would always joke around at any time. And we were here at a party, not a party, but a get together. It was the right time to joke around, and he genuinely told me to shut up. I was like, "Hey, you're not kidding, you know." Other times I would be talking, and I was like, "Hey, let's hang out, let's, do something." He would willfully ignore me. He would look at the TV or at his cell phone, and I would keep repeating it. Hey, let's hang out. Hey, let's go to this place. Hey, let's go to, on purpose to bug him. He would ignore me the whole time. That's what got me. I guess you could say that I was in my, rightfully I got angry at him, and I guess I shouldn't go into the whole details. I mean, it's too boring. This video is boring. But okay, so I had already, at a certain point, I had no friends left. So they were both gone, and my brother has gotten his independence, so he wasn't living in a house. He was always in touch, but not living in the house. So I couldn't even talk to him. So and I was too busy, so that time got boring. What I did wrong was, in my mind, I completely just denied the fact that it was very fun and very special with the younger one. I had gone through a lot of memorable things. Like, I've been talking crap about him, about the younger one, like he's nothing. But we went through, as non-sophisticated as he was not very smart. We went to a whole bunch of concerts together, with my cousin too. They were the same age, and they had the same classes, and they had some inside jokes of their own because they were in the same, class, graduating class. We went through a lot of concerts. We met some famous people together. He took the pictures. We had a lot of fun. He did me a lot of favors. That's the thing you gotta realize about the fun guy, the younger guy. He did not give me advice, but he did definitely. He worked very well as a wingman. All the ladies loved him. He's a very cliche macho guy, with the sunglasses and wears the cool clothes. And I was the guy who was like, what do you call it? Could you say the boy next door? Very average looking. In my opinion, I'm very average looking. I'm not great. I'm not whoa, Oh God, sorry. I need the desk. I hit it with my knee. So for that, I mean, human nature, sexuality. My goodness, you gotta be grateful for the guy who got you that. And that I really gotta highlight that stuff. That if he was my only friend. The younger guy, after the older guy moved out, he was my only friend outside of my family. We recorded at first. He lost interest in the music, and I was and the whole time I guess I was just waiting. That's why I stuck around. I did not predict that he was gonna do me so many favors with women, or drive me to all these clubs and stuff. I was always just hoping that maybe someday we'd record. We never did. He just wasn't interested, and okay. What I did wrong, I did not say goodbye to him. He moved to another state, and on this it basically ended like, okay, he told me I'll call you, and I was like, okay, I'll be waiting for your call. And I told him I'd call him too, and I never did. I was kind of still pissed, and I had already deleted him from my social media. So I'm never again gonna deny the fact that it was very special, the time I had with the younger guy, and that the adventurous spirit that he had, and that I lacked, was the one that got me a lot of things that I would I would be very socially left out and awkward if it weren't for him. The older guy um, gave me a lot of. I still look up to him from afar. How can you do that? Well, I just look back into memories, and I'm still a wannabe. I still want to emulate him. And he had my same nationality, the older guy. So, and my brother, I guess he might hang out with him still. He sometimes hung out with his relatives, with the older guy's relatives. And I don't know what to do. I mean, the older guy, he just moved far away, but he's still in the same city, as far as I know. His parents, I think they're still in the same city. And I sort of let go. I let go, and he, moved out. He was like, we did not end on bad terms. He was like, yeah, I think the last thing I said to him before, I don't know if he deleted me, blocked me, or if I deleted him, I don't remember. So long ago. But he was like, okay, I'll come over one of these days. I'll come over to your house. Because he would always come over, he would drive. He's older than I am, so he would drive. But then again, he has some bad habits. I mean, he started smoking at I don't know. He offered me cigarettes, and he started drinking young. And so did the other guy. So they both basically hung out with people who partied too hard. And I don't want to party too hard, is what I gotta say. They were both my best friend at a certain point. And they were both different. So, if I could go back and forth with them. So, I wasn't the best friend they could ever ask for. It's like, they would say to me, or you could say to me, I understand why you're friends with them. The question is, why are they friends with you? Loser. I was like a charity case for them. I don't know why they hung around. I guess they like my I'm always goofy. I like to joke around. I look up to comedians. Thank goodness, I very often I happen to make people laugh. I get lucky. I don't think I'm that funny, but it works. It works. So that's my thing. Even when people I just meet, I'm like, I don't know. I guess I improvise. I said I suck at improv, but it just comes out. And the reason I'm making a video about these two guys is I thought the garage door was okay. It's because they were up until this point, outside of my family, the two most special people that I've ever met, that I've ever been friends with. And to a certain extent, they both wanted to help me succeed and get ahead. And now on to how long? Let me just check. How long have I been recording? 18 minutes? Is that right? Who knows? Oh, I'm running out of battery. Okay, so I'll tell you this quickly. We lost the opportunity to become a huge group of friends. The all-stars unite, and with my brother and my cousin, we could have all been helped each other out to get ahead in life. And these are very broad terms, I realize, but we could have united and become a force. And we had other friends who were recurring characters